Hello and welcome to what very well may be the last episode of my Pokemon Trinity showcase. Pokemon Trinity is a fan game being developed by me, Updog734. So I say this very well may be the last episode because I want to see how long this one goes, just to see if it gets really, really long, then I might break up the last part into a final episode, but my original plan is for this to be the last one because we're getting very, very close to current development. So we're going to head into the Centrico sewers here, where Mom has just run into to kind of hide away from Lady Aries, who we just beat in battle at the end of the last episode. So if you want to check that out, definitely look at the last video. Very cool part of the storyline here at the end of Liberator Station. So we're going to go into this entrance to the sewers to connect with Mom. Okay, so she says, "Great battling back there, Updog. I can't believe how much older you seem already. But now is not the time to get sentimental, unfortunately. I'm so sorry for everything you've been through. It broke my heart to see Lady Aquarius take you away from us. I wish I could feign ignorance about the whole thing, but in reality, it was all because of me. You know how much I love Pokemon. I've been a competitive battler since you were a little baby. When Drabeck and the Liberators dismantled the Pokemon League, I couldn't just sit still and do nothing. It felt wrong. I started working secretly to re-establish the Zarko League." So here we get a little bit of information about what happened at the beginning of the game, the intro. So remember, after we got to Oak Grove Town, Luna said she heard that rumor that somebody from Barnsley Town, our hometown, had been trying to reinstate the Zarko League, and that was being seen as like a negative thing or a bad, evil thing to do. So now we find out that person all along was our mom. You remember all those business trips I had to go on? Turns out I was really trying to find good candidates for new gym leaders. Your father was such a big support. He always had my back. At one point, we really thought we had gotten off to a good start. But somehow, the Liberators caught wind of our intentions. I'm still not sure how they figured out our plans. We were incredibly secretive. When Lady Aquarius and their Liberators came to Barnsley Town, their intention was to snuff out our efforts. Trust me, I put up one hell of a fight. But then she grabbed you. She promised me she wouldn't kill you if I gave up the operation. She said she would keep you captive as insurance that I would stay in line. They separated your father and I next. They took me up to the frozen mountains in the north, left me for dead. If it wasn't for the help of my Pokemon, I surely wouldn't have survived. I needed a way to hide myself from recognition by the Liberators and Zodiac Sisters. What better way than to hide right under their noses? I sought out a group of Liberators on the road and asked about joining their ranks. They directed me to Liberator Station in Centrico City. So I donned their uniform and even dyed my hair to look the part, all in an effort to stay hidden from them while I looked for you. But then your father showed up. Bless his heart, he didn't know any differently. He was only trying to find us both. When he broke into Liberator Station, I couldn't stand by and do nothing, but it gave my disguise away. I knew about the secret underground portion of Liberator Station. I tried to give your dad a hint about how to access the area. So that was when she had motioned to the bookshelf. She says, I figured that if they were to keep anything a secret, they would use their secret base. Hardly anyone knows it exists. Turns out I was right. But since they have this connection with the sewers, they forced me to live down here instead. When I heard you speaking with Lady Aries, I couldn't stop myself. Well, that's my story so far, kiddo. Now, will you tell me what you've been up to? So you start by telling her about Dad and how he's now in jail. She says, I figured they would still arrest him at that point. I'm just glad nothing worse has befallen him. And it sounds like you showed up right in the nick of time. You picking up right where your dad left off. It warms my heart to see my family working together like that. Don't worry about Dad for now. The police officers are lazy and certainly less extreme than the Liberators. He'll just hang out in the jail cell until we can find a way to bust him out. What else do you have to tell me? So now you tell her about Cal and how you got out of the gloomy cave. Interesting. I knew Lady Aquarius was going to lock you up somewhere, but I don't know anything about this Cal guy. And you said he's traveling with Mew? Well, that certainly seems like a powerful friend to have. I'm so grateful he rescued you from that cave. Hopefully I'll get the chance to thank him someday. Unfortunately, it sounds like you've been exposed to the darker side of Zarko's current situation. A lot of the truth about the Liberators has been hidden from the general public. I don't know much about Delvin Drabeck, but I know the Zodiac Sisters are particularly cruel. People only want to believe what they are told. They say ignorance is bliss, right? Anything else, sweetie? So finally here you tell her about Elliot and what you're doing working on finding the gym leaders. Wow, Updog, that's fantastic news. How strange. You knew nothing of my plans to reinstate the league, yet you're doing it yourself. I'm relieved to hear that the gym leaders haven't all fled to other regions. You wouldn't believe how hard it was finding new ones. And this Elliot guy sounds incredibly smart. What a great team you two are making. So I'm guessing you know by now that Century Coast City used to have a gym too. It was in that big fancy skyscraper. Well, we may be stuck down here in the sewers, but I do have some good news for you. Not a lot of people know how to get down here to the sewers. Your story about the gym leaders being in hiding makes a lot of sense, because one of them is down here with us. He seems kind of flighty and scared, so I haven't approached him yet, but I could recognize Eric from a mile away. After all, we did have an epic battle when I was collecting the Zarko badges. It sounds like you've done a fantastic job so far of convincing the gym leaders to join the cause. I think you should be the one to approach him. I'm not sure how, but I don't think the Liberators know he's down here. I'll stick around these parts and make sure no one comes in to find him before you do. After you recruit him, we can plan on our next steps. Oh, and if your Pokemon need healing, just come see me. I'll fix them up in a jiffy. Good luck, Updog. So, we can now explore the sewers with Mom's new information that Eric, the 5th gym leader, is somewhere down here. So you talk to Mom and she will heal your Pokemon for you, which is super nice, so you don't have to go all the way through the Liberator Station to get back to the Pokemon Center. Okay, so there are wild Pokemon in the sewer, which is pretty neat, and a lot of them are kind of location-based, except Sableye. Sableye's really just down here because it's dark, kind of was my idea, kind of like a dark and dismal place. But I think he's actually a pretty rare encounter. I don't think he's real typical. For some reason, my computer lags every time I use Metal Claw for the first time, like when I boot up the game, but then every subsequent time it doesn't lag. I don't really understand why that is, but... So I'm hoping throughout the sewer here we can get everyone around 30 on the team. That would be pretty good preparation for the 5th gym battle. So I really tried to get the sewers to where it looks like the parts with the water are lower than you. And it's kind of hard with the graphic style I'm going with for Pokemon Trinity. It's kind of hard to do that depth where you see like you're higher than some things. But I tried to use the edge shadow, and I'll show you after this battle here, I'll point it out. I tried to use like the edge shadow to suggest that there's like a drop off. I am not going to worry about that. I'm not going to mess with this. Being confused. Okay. So here, for example, to the right of me, that shadow that goes around the border is supposed to suggest that it's like there's a drop off here. And then I did get the auto tile to work pretty well for the sewer. Oh, you're not supposed to be able to walk on it. I'll have to fix that. But the sewer drain here where you can see the water like spilling down into it. So the sewer is pretty big. I guess it's not as big as... I tried to make it like similar size to Century Coast City. It's a little smaller, but obviously it's the sewer system for the whole city. I want to get that little bit of experience to get to 29 here. But if he confuses us again, we won't deal with it. Okay, so I think similarly to how I did Emberstone Mine, I think I'm going to speed through most of the sewers here because it'll still let everyone see them. You can see some of the wilds that you can encounter. And then also there are trainers down here. They're actually called junkies. So like these drug addicts, I guess, that are hiding out in the sewer. Ooh, hold on. Metang's going to learn Miracle Eye, which I believe gets you a guaranteed hit. And it enables you to hit dark types with Psychic. Ooh, that makes me want it. But I still really like our setup. I guess I'm going to pass for now. The only thing I can see getting rid of is Iron Defense. But I kind of would like to keep that. And I guess if we encountered a dark type, we'd just switch to Dedenne. Well, he doesn't have any fairy moves yet, but we can hopefully teach him one soon. So we won't learn Miracle Eye. Okay, so I will speed through the majority of the sewer here just so everyone can get kind of a quicker view of it. You can see the trainers, you can see the wilds and the map, but at the same time it won't make the video super long. Okay, so just ahead of us here is Eric, who's hiding out kind of in the back of the sewer system. So in the very last part of the speed up there, I made sure I healed everyone when we went to see Mom and put them in our normal order here. If you couldn't already guess, Eric is going to use steel types, which kind of matches the big metropolis steel theme of Century Coast City, and Lady Aries, who would be super effective on him with her fire types. So we saved it there, and we're going to jump in. And remember, Mom said he's a little flighty. So if you talk to him, he says, "Ah, don't kill me," and then just randomly starts the battle with you. Here's our next gym leader battle with Eric, the steel type, 5th gym leader. So I believe I kept him with 3 Pokemon as well, like I mentioned in previous videos. That was my original plan, was to have all the gym leaders have 3 and just make them progressively stronger. But I don't know. I might change that, depending on how easy Eric is here. We did struggle just a little bit with Malik, but he would have been made even harder if he had 4 bird Pokemon. So I want to kind of save Charmeleon and Dugtrio, because they're going to be our best for his Pokemon. They're a little stronger. They usually start with their weakest. I wonder if Metal Claw would do. I know it's not very effective, but neither was Confusion. And we're getting pretty lucky with the Confusion hits, so. And at least this could raise our attack. Yeah, it did about the same as Confusion. Might as well keep going for that and trying to raise Metang's attack. Wow, we are getting 3 Confusion hits in a row. We are getting very lucky with that. He's going to probably snap out this turn or next. Oh, not this turn. There, he gets that move off here. Oh, but he misses. Wow, incredibly lucky for us. I don't think Gear Grind would have really done that much to us, but still. I'm going to use Confuse Ray again, assuming, yep, he's going to snap out. So he goes for Lock On. Not sure why. I don't think he has any moves that are particularly powerful. I think Gear Grind is probably his best move. That animation really should be over the foe instead of the user. I don't know if it matters too much to go into it and change it. I might not mess with it because I did make the Gear Grind animation, but like I said, I must have messed up at some point. Now that's a cool animation for Charge Beam. Again, I think that's one that came with Elite Battle System because it obviously looks better than most animations. I don't think we even got a single attack raise. Oh well. Been lucky otherwise. Alright, so we'll take out his Clang here. 1 down, 2 to go. Next up, we'll see if he uses his Ace. Yes, so Magnezone is his most powerful Pokemon. So we'll go ahead and send out Dugtrio for this one, because obviously he's going to be 4 times effective on him. Shouldn't be too much of a challenge for a ground type. I don't believe Magnezone has Levitate. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Okay. Which kind of is odd to me that that line doesn't have Levitate. I mean, it would be kind of annoying if every single floating Pokemon had that ability, so I guess I get it. Another cool animation for Elite Battle System there with Flash Cannon. Oof. And a strong move. Alright, so next we're going to have to send out Charmeleon here to try to do more damage. We obviously don't want to send out Murkrow here because I know he's got at least one electric move. Probably like Thundershock or Thunderbolt. Or it might be Spark. I don't really remember, but... His flash cannon is very strong. Oh, it's zap cannon. Okay. Which that move has such a rare chance of hitting, but of course he gets it hit. So like I'm feeling better with this setup here, to where excuse me, Eric seems a lot stronger than the other gym leader. So even though he has 3, and we brought 2 super effective people against him, we're still struggling a little bit with Magnezone here. Hopefully that confusion helps. Yes, that's going to help us out a lot. And we outspeed, so we'll use confusion here and hope we get the kill here. Oh, just barely. Come on. If he hits himself, he'll be out. Sweet. Okay. So he's out. Level 36 is strongest. 6 levels higher than all of our team members, so much higher leveled. Well, now Metang's going to get to 31. And his last Pokemon is Bronzong. Actually, let's bring out Murkrow for that and try to use Assurance, because unless I gave him an electric move, which I don't think I did, he won't be as effective against Murkrow. But Murkrow is unevolved, so he will be a little bit better. And that Flash Cannon is a strong steel move. So this might be pretty deadly to Murkrow too. Oh yeah. Oh, we hang on with 1. Okay. Because Assurance didn't do a whole lot, I'm thinking we take this last turn to revive someone. Because Daydane's not going to do much. Metang could come in clutch with Confuse Ray, but I think we're going to... I think Dugtrio is going to stand a better chance of dealing more damage right now. He also has Gyro Ball. I'm going to bring out Metang, try to confuse him. And then hopefully have another turn to... Oh, you know what? I don't think I have any healing. For some reason, I don't have any super potions. I thought I had some. We'll see. Hopefully Metang... Well, actually, I guess I wouldn't really mind if this fainted Metang, because then we could bring out Dugtrio while Bronzong is confused. But of course, it's probably not going to, yeah. What do we do here? Let me double check one more time in the bag. Make sure we don't have anything we can heal with. For maybe some berries? No. Okay. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and try to use Confusion, I guess. None of our moves are going to be very good on Bronzong, because obviously he mimics our typing. We really just got to hope he hurts himself in Confusion. Yep, that'll help. Then honestly, I'm going to probably just start using Confuse Ray, because I would really hate... Wow, that's kind of dumb, I guess, because we outspeed. I forgot about that. So hopefully he doesn't faint us here, and we can get off another Confuse Ray. But he might. And he does. Okay, so we'll just bring out Dugtrio at this point. So it looks like Magnezone was definitely his heavy hitter. He dealt the most damage, but Bronzong is very defensive, so... Okay, we already outspeed. Oh, he has Levitate. Okay, that's going to be annoying to deal with here. So we want Charmeleon for sure. Ooh, and he is fainting us like nobody's business. Okay, let's think here. Let's send out Sentret just as to get us a free turn to use a revive. We'll revive Charmeleon. Sentret's gonna be toast here. Dedenne is going to be crap too, because Steel Flash Cannon will one-hit KO him for sure. But I think what we'll do is I think we'll use Dedenne here, use the turn to revive Metang so he can confuse him. Because that was helping. Dugtrio's going to be not a viable option. Murkrow did okay. Why would he use Imprison here? Not what I would have chose, buddy. But I'll use another revive just so we have a buffer. Yeah, we're not going to want to revive Dugtrio, so let's just give him to Murkrow. At least he has Assurance that deals some kind of damage. Alright, now that should probably... It's not going to knock him out. Okay, well, then how about we go with... I'm trying to think. So, Charm won't really matter because... Oh, here, let's Paralyze him. But Charm won't really matter because his best move is going to be that Flash Cannon, which is a special attack, but paralyzing him will definitely help us. I can't remember if Gyro Ball is physical or special, but I'm more concerned about his Flash Cannon anyways. Okay, let's go ahead and double up our chances here by confusing him also. Confused and paralyzed kind of cripples him. I'm so tempted to just switch to Charmeleon, but I know it's probably not smart because the minute I do that, he's gonna break through his confusion and use Flash Cannon or something and knock him out. So we'll just stay the course here. We may be able to knock him out with Metang if he just gets unlucky and doesn't hit us. He keeps getting fully paralyzed too. That was definitely clutch from Dedenne. I didn't even remember that he had Thunder Wave until I saw it there. Alright, so when he snaps out of confusion, I think we should be able to do another... We should be able to kind of eat this one and not faint. And if we do... Yes, we can confuse him again. So if nothing else, at least he'll be confused going into using Charmeleon. Because he could get a hit off here, which would probably faint us. Okay, but he hurts himself, so we're looking good now. Worried me for a little bit there. Definitely this has been the hardest gym battle yet. So I guess I don't know if I should add a fourth to Eric's team. He is pretty difficult already. I think we have a pretty good team at this point, and he's provided quite a bit of challenge. And that'll take him out. Okay, so we beat Eric after a pretty entertaining battle, I think. Oh yeah, Murkrow saw some of that battle, so she gets a little experience too. Trying to learn Taunt. I'm pretty happy with Murkrow's moves right now. Okay. He says, okay, just please make it quick. Aren't you going to, like, murder me? Wait a minute, you aren't Lady Aries or even a Liberator. Gee whiz, how didn't I notice that before? My sincere apologies for the instant jump to violence. I've never been the same since Lady Aries threatened to set my beautiful skyscraper ablaze. Her red-hot Pokemon melted my precious steel types with ease. She told me to leave and I was like, yup, you bet, no problem. But she doesn't know about my secret entrance to the sewers. Haha. So now you tell Eric about your mission to reassemble the gym leaders. He says, wowee, that sounds absolutely fantastic. Surely the odds of success are slim to none. I mean, you can count me in. After primarily living in a sewer for multiple years, even the bleakest of outcomes looks hopeful. I'll show you through my secret entrance to the sewers. Oh, wait, I suppose this belongs to you. You defeated me in battle, after all. So here we get the energy badge. 5th badge of Zarko. That badge also entitles you to a one-of-a-kind TM gift, of course. And as you might have guessed, we get Flash Cannon, his favorite move. Flash Cannon is a fascinating move. You see, if Pokemon are able to gather enough quantum force from the electromagnetic energies of the surrounding environment... Hey, are you paying attention? As I was saying, Flash Cannon is a very strong steel move, and even carries a chance of lowering your foe's special defense. I will now make haste to Elliot's secret lab you have spoken of. Feel free to use the sewer grate behind me to access my secret passage out of the sewers. It's quite handy, you know. Farewell for now, Updog. So before we leave, here's Mom looking back to normal. She says, nice job, Updog. I remember Eric being quite challenging to overcome in battle. You have some pretty strong partners there. I figured my Liberator disguise was as good as useless at this point, so it's back to the old me. It seems like you and Elliot have good momentum going with the gym leader, so I'll leave that part to him. I'm going to use Eric's secret passageway to get out of here and find a way to rescue Dad from prison. I'd really appreciate your help if you could spare the time. Meet me out in the Rocky Highlands so we can save Dad. Take care, Updog. Okay, so we will use his secret passage, which spits you out right next to the gym. And what's cool about that, this little grate here, or manhole cover, you can step on it now and go right back to the sewers. So if there were any Pokemon you liked in the sewers, it's like an easy access. And perfect, our repel wore off. Okay, so let's go heal, definitely, because Eric did a number to our team. Okay. So I have decided I am going to do 2 episodes. I think it just makes sense, so this one's not very long. Even though I sped up the sewer part, there's still a couple things I need to do, or to showcase at least. Let me check out our team here. We got 231s, so let's put the other guys in front. Okay. Quick, oh, didn't mean to click that, but there's our gym badges we can see on the trainer card. But a quick save. Alright, let's go help Mom bust Dad out of prison. So that's kind of a cool part to add on here. Kind of the last little bit of Centrico City to do. Here's Mom in the Rocky Highlands. She says, there you are, Updog. Ready to do an old-fashioned prison break? Huh, that's never something I imagined saying to my child. Anyways, I've got a plan for freeing your dad, but we're going to have to meet under the cover of darkness. At night, there will be less police officers around to deal with. Okay, so you do have to come back at night. So I am going to cut the video here and then start it again at nighttime so that we can kind of see what that looks like.
Later that same evening.
Okay, so now it is nighttime in the Rocky Highlands. I have to confess that it's not actually nighttime while I'm recording this. I convinced my computer that it is, though. So, okay. So, Mom says, there you are, Updog. Ready? She kind of says the same thing that she already said. Alright, so anyways, I've got a plan for freeing your dad. The outside guard has gone home for the day. We need to get past the officer at the front desk, the officer guarding the cell, and the Grand Bull guard. So if you remember when we went to see Dad, that lines up with the people that are in there. I'm going to have my Frostlass here use Confuse Ray on the guards, but it will wear off after a few moments. As soon as they are confused, I need you to take out that Grand Bull. Once that's done, I'll grab the keys off the guard and we'll unlock Dad's cell. Sound good? So yes, I'm ready. She says, let's go. So you have a cool little plan with your mom here. She checks for the guard. Alright, looks like the coast is clear. Let's head inside. Remember, we have to act quickly. Frostlass, go. He says, what's all this now? Frostlass, use Confuse Ray. He looks good and confused. He looks decently out of it. Let's move to the jail room. Frostlass, Confuse Ray again. Get him good and confused. It's your time to shine, Updog. Take out that Grand Bull. Okay, so our job is to fight the Grand Bull guard. I had to set him up like a trainer, so it just says Pokemon Grand Bull guard, and then he just sends out Grand Bull. I don't think you can catch him Yeah, I know, because he's technically a trainer battle, so don't even try. You might as well just knock him out. He is level 35, so maybe a little bit tricky. And remember, so this game is, even though it's in Gen 5 style, Fairy type is included, so he is Fairy type, technically. Make sure his speed is good and lowered. So his headbutts are pretty powerful. Alright, so Fairy, technically we want Steel. I'm just going to let Charmeleon come out though. Definitely not going to use Dragon Rage because it won't affect. But that's okay, we'll just stick with Fire Fang. Oh, yeah, there we go. I thought I accidentally clicked number. We may have to bring out Metang. I just didn't want to give him any extra experience because he's already 31. But we may have to, and that's alright. So I think this Granbull, while he's only one Pokemon, does offer a good little challenge. We'll let Dedenne try, just because he's the last one on 30. If he can survive one headbutt, I think maybe 2 parabolic charges is my guess. Yeah. So if he can survive one headbutt, we should be good. Cool, so this might even get Dedenne to 31. Hopefully. Sorry, I've got a little bit of lag going on. It might be because I've edited some settings on my computer to make it be nighttime. Try to learn Snore. I didn't let him learn Rest, so there's really no point in letting him learn Snore. Kind of weird that he learns those moves for some reason. Come on. Sorry about the lag here. There we go. Okay. So we take out Granbull, who just kind of disappears. Yep. Great job, Updog. I already grabbed the keys off the guard. Here, I'll open the door. Okay. Honey, I'm so happy to see you alive. I never gave up hope, but I was starting to fear. You can't get rid of me that easily. But let's save the conversation for later. Right now we have to move. Those guards could snap out of confusion any moment. Updog, you're as much a part of this as any of us now. Where do you think Dad and I should hide out for now? So here, I'm going to go through all the options just so we can read the dialogue. So we'll say, why don't you just go home? He says, I'm not sure if that's the best idea, kiddo. I'm sure Barnsley Town is still crawling with Liberators. We would be recognized immediately. That's true. Any other ideas? So what about Elliot's lab? I like that idea, but I can see a problem. If you've got everyone holed up in that lab and it gets discovered, it would mean the end of the line for everyone. Our chances of reinstating the Zarko League and living to see another day would be destroyed. That's a good point, honey. Mom and I can serve as allies on the outside of the operation. Any other ideas? So, the idea that works best is if they separate. She says, what do you think, dear? I don't like the idea, but it makes sense. If we are found out while together, it would mean almost certain doom for both of us. It will break my heart to separate from you, but it also might keep us both safer. I couldn't have said it better myself. Then it's settled. Dad and I will split up for now. We will each go to the far corners of Zarko while all this commotion dies down a bit. I'll head off to Industrious Island, Dad says, and I'll go the opposite way to Snowfall Village. If you find yourself in either of those places on your quest, please look for us. We will help you in any way that we can. Here, take this as a parting gift from your mother and I. So here's where you finally get an item finder to find those hidden items. The item finder will help you find items that are hidden from your sight. When you use the tool, it will turn your body in the direction of the hidden item. If you are standing on top of the hidden item, it will cause your body to spin around. We love you, Updog. Please take care of yourself and stay safe. Goodbye for now. Alright, so Mom and Dad are off again, but we will see them again later in the game. So, Dad has gone to Snowfall Village, way up here. So we'll run into him and more storyline with Dad there. Mom has gone to the opposite side of the map, to Industrious Island here. So again, we'll run into Mom and have more storyline with her there. So we'll sneak out of here while the guards are still confused. Alright, and the very last thing that I want to do in this episode, because it is Friday, is we are going to fly back to Emberstone Town and find the Stone Cellar so we can evolve our Murkrow. Actually, I'm going to run in here and heal real fast. So I'm going to end the video with our awesome evolution of Murkrow, who's been on the team since, what, the second episode, I think? So pretty cool that he can finally evolve. Then next episode will be the last episode. So in the next episode, we'll check out some of the stuff with the lava rocks from Emberstone Mine, and then also see the last route that's complete, which is the Central Plains North. So here's the Stone Cellar, only here on Fridays. I am the wonderful, the amazing, the absolutely spectacular Stone Man. So you can buy all the evolutionary stones from him. We just need a Dusk Stone. All the stones are 5,000, so they're a little pricey. It's going to be in your normal items bag. All the way at the bottom here, because it's one of our newest things. It is our newest thing. Alright, Murkrow, finally get the spotlight here with an evolution. So we have finished Sentry Coast City's part of the storyline and gotten an awesome Haunch Crow to make our team even stronger. Only thing I want to change about Haunch Crow is I want to get him, I would like to get him a better dark type move. Hopefully he learns Night Slash. Alright, so I am going to wrap this episode up here in front of Emberstone Mine, where we are going to find out more about the lava rocks. So remember, one lava rock can get us the Link Particle to trade, or evolve, trade evolutions in this game. And then also we'll definitely make sure we get 5 to get a bike in the game. But in the next episode, we'll start with figuring out how we can get those lava rocks. So if you've been enjoying Pokemon Trinity, I know we're almost done with the initial showcase, but definitely like the video, comment on the video. If you want to subscribe to YouTube, if you're looking forward to some videos of game development, that's definitely what's going to be coming next. Also, follow me on Twitter for the updates about when I post videos. And other than that, I will see everyone in the next and final showcase video.